Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel and Farm Sim 17 here on Pine Cove Productions, our ocean version. Yes, indeed. I must have way more eggs than I can deal with by now. I'm really gonna have to figure out how to sell those one of these days. Probably just gotta wander into town, a place I avoid like the plague, just like I do in real life. So today, well, yesterday, I always like to start today. Oh, it's late spring now. Early spring and mid-spring have done their best, and they have now faded from our memories. We are into late spring. Rah rah, assist boom bah. And I need to... he's not there. Well, that's a little disheartening. Okay, yeah. I thought I had a tractor sitting here with... Are you over there? No, you're not. A windrower behind it. But, yeah. Apparently that's just, you know, I dreamt about it, or, ooh. Okay, you guys need a little work, eh? Okay, I'm just going to quickly deal with that, and then we'll get back on to what we were doing. Okie dokie. Because Dirty Pig is not Happy Pig. I know. Shocks the heck out of me, too. Okay, let's just get over here. Whoops. And a little further. Nice. Okay, let's switch over to the rear hydraulics. And beautiful. Thank you. Grab our infamous tire on a stick. Excellent. Now, something I'm very curious about, because if things don't pan out, this will be my last usage of the infamous tire on a stick. So, yes, you can see we are dark fert everywhere but 18 where I'm cutting grass. Would have been nice if that had been triple ferted too. Critters, hey, critters, here we go. Productivity, 100%. Why is it red? Makes me wonder. 4 hours for a ship. 8 hours away from a pig. Alright, the cows are at 73. Alright, I just want to check corn, 1130. Okay. Now, we know this is corn, because if we pick it up with the bucket, it's freaking corn. So, 1130, huh? Alright. Let us see. Corn. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. I am still loving tire on a stick. It may not look as realo as the bucket, but I will tell you something for truth and honest, guys. I really like the way this map works. Like, everything keeps you busy, but it does keep you busy. And when you got things like a limited amount of time and sunny days that you can cut grass, and keep in mind we have today, tomorrow it's gonna rain. Oops, don't need to be turning all my lights on, because yeah, tomorrow it's gonna rain. And did I miss a bit? I did. There we go. And we know once that happens, the last thing I want is to have tethered grass in the fields, or untethered grass for that matter. Pretty much, you know, grass of any assortment. Alright, I'm quickly going to run up, give this sheep a little scrub, because sheep like being scrubbed. I threw straw in and a couple of our errant hay bales yesterday, just to fill everybody back up, because we were almost out of foodage. So, here you are, sheepies. There we go. You have been officially sticked and tired. You're welcome. we're also getting a reasonable amount of the poopage together, which I like to see. I mean, I'm not a poop fan or anything weird like that. Just, you know, it is a very valued commodity in the farm business. Alright, let's get you down, get you unhookered. We can get you parked back up. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Alright, now let's have a wee looky, shall we? I believe where I want to be could be this guy. What is this? It doesn't tell me what's right beside you, dude. Oh, yes, that is where I want to be. Okay. Excellent. Let's hop in this guy. Oh, look. Oh, look. Ooh, we have little green sprouty things. There be wheat in them fields. Oh, happy, happy, joy, joy. Yeah, okay. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Bring this. Okay, that is the end of the road, so this natural arc. Okay, down you go. Make scrubby bits. There we are. Some parts of this look like you could probably come straight through with the baler, but no. Right away, next thing you see is this sort of a thing. So better to deal with it now. There we go. I did manage to catch most of that, I think. So I do hope everyone's doing well today. This would be, I guess, when this goes up, well, it must be hump day, middle of the week. Those of you that are still pushing the 9 to 5, unlike us poor old retired folk, you're halfway there. Yes, indeed, the weekend is on its way once again. And they're like, yeah, little enough comfort, fool. I know. So I'm thinking we're going to actually do reasonably freaking good here with our early spring grass cutting. Well, I know it's late spring now, but it wasn't so when we started. Now, if I remember rightly, I get to the end of this row and deke out. There we go. Ooh, a little bit of grass in there. Did you see that? So are you going to fit both rows? Is that what you're telling me? I think you are, aren't you? Ha, look at that. Brilliant. It's going to completely screw up my pattern for going up and down the fields, but hey. Oh, no pun intended. Oh, boy. Yeah, there's a great demand on for pallets. I know, eh? That's pretty funny, but that's okay. I actually have lots and lots and lots. This is another one of these things. Maybe it's because we're at 5x or whatever, but I can barely afford to be away from that sawmill long enough to be doing this. If I wanted to keep running at peak, yeah, I'd be done. Because I would imagine by now I'm out of logs for pretty well everything. Okay, look at that. Yeah, now I need to head back down. Yeah, I'm sure I'm out of logs by now. And, well, it wouldn't surprise me if the sawmill and pretty much everything beyond it were down now because of that. So, yeah, not great, but I will go back to it ASAP. Okay, this one is not quite going to work out that way, is it? It is to a point. Yeah, that point's about to become very moot. I think what I'm actually going to do is this. Drag it all to here. Then we'll do the big sweep and drag it all straight. Okay. Voila. Voila. Now, of course, see, this is what I mean because I didn't come back down that line. And there's an entire row there that didn't get done. And it would have. So we gotta go back down this end again. Not efficient. But it was laid out to be efficient. It truly, truly was. Alright, there we go. Man, if this thing was a couple meters wider, we'd be able to suck both of these rows in too, wouldn't we? Maybe we can't we? Ooh, that's going to be close. I'm going to try it. Alright. Crank you on. Drop you down. Alright, you're doing the good stuff. Let's see if we can get 90% of this. Yeah, it's going to leave a bunch behind. That's really too bad. It's not quite where I need it to be, man. We got most of this. I'll just pick up the extra little scraps as I drag the baler around, I guess. Oof. Apparently there was a little bit of wild grass still in the mix there. I'm not surprised. Oh, we are going to have us some bales. Yes, indeed. As I said, I actually have auto-load trailers that'll fire bales onto this thing at a pretty incredible rate, i.e. I think I could probably auto-load, you know, a couple of dozen bales easily onto the trailer. But, now, this part I don't really understand, but that's okay. I'm just going to assume that fella's no longer going to be hired. Whoa. A little bit of a wooble. Be careful. Oh, maybe that's why. Left a little bit of room for me. Yeah, it's not it. I have no idea. I noticed there's that in a couple of the fields, and I'm not sure how we ended up in that position. I'm really not. It could well be either something to do with the AI. It just could be simply that these may have been part of the fields where starting a worker at both ends, you know what I mean, and not getting all of it together. I don't know. And as you can see, I did cut a little bit of grass. Was not kidding you there. No sirree, Bob. Alright. Nice tight loop around this tree. Don't want to suck up too much of that guy's grass. Screwed that up pretty good. Come on. Big drift. There you go. Pull this out from under the trees, I think. There we are. And then after this, I do believe pretty much all I've got is the actual meadow that's been cut as well. We're going to do good. We are going to do good. We're going to have a fair bit of this stored away. Excuse me. Have a little sip of coffee. Oh, have I done those ones going up there? I think I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. I even moved them into some seriously individualized bundles. I know all this high-tech farm talk. Okay. La 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 la, look at that. You're gonna get regrouped. There you are. Up. Now, we need to once again run down to the end. All the way to our only actual meadow. Which I will need to, I think what I'll do, probably, seeing the size of it, I'm going to drag the weeder over it. I don't have any sort of chemical fertilizers or anything like that going on. I mean, I'm sure I could buy a cheap one. You know, it's only for grass, it's only for feeding our cows, why not? And then that's why, of course. So, now, let's take an end, as it were. Well, there's our baler. Excellent. Yeah, I know, we're not quite at the meadow yet. As I said, I did a fair bit of cutting. I'm going to try and get as much, oh, just a bit there. Get as much of this together as we can. Like I said, we'll probably only get one more poke at the grass. And we've still got to feed them this stuff all summer. People out there with better things to do than working. Indeed. Alright, so and these ones are way too far apart for jointing two rows together. That's okay. Our baler does a pretty good job. That is a really pretty little backdrop they use, though, isn't it? I mean, I'm probably prejudiced to it because I can see that sort of a view more than just about any day I please. Well, I live in a place that looks pretty much just like that. Although, granted, we do actually have a little bit of land between the that big drop in the mountain and the actual water. Although not everywhere. Obviously just where the town is, because it'd be kind of daft to build it on the top of the cliffs, wouldn't it? But that's like a lot of the spots where we were fishing. It's just straight up the cliffs, which is kind of nice. It means you can stay in close to shore and have lots of good hiding spots for the fishes under those. Okay, now we're actually going to go into the meadow, I think. Oh, do I have one more row to deal with here? There's something weird going on here. Let's figure it out. Okay, this is the edge of the meadow. That's fine. This thing even get it near a tree and it just grabs it like it was the end of the world. Alright, let's get back off the crops here. See, there's our meadow. Okay, there we go. How's that? Woohoo, we're pretty close. Pretty close indeed. And this is where we started. Okay. Let's quickly rip back down to the other end then, shall we? Let's try not to flip it. There we go. Okay. Yes, sir. I'd say that baler's got his work cut out for him. Alright. Excuse me again. Goodness. Something caught in me throat. There we are. Transformers, farm tools in disguise. That's got to be really hard on those rubber tires, the way it pushes them sideways. So that's got to be a fair bit of weight on there, right? Spinny, 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 spinny. Alrighty. So how far apart are these? No way. No way would I even come close. So, let's try and pull them away from there at least. Hello, the cows. There's some pretty happy looking cows. Gotta say. Pretty happy. I'm sure they'd be a little happier if they had TMR, but I'm not quite at that stage yet. I suppose I could, actually. In fact, I probably should. But I was thinking I would save what we have, because we've got the mixer there, and we've got the silage thing that I have dumped a ton of grass into, so we are producing silage. In other words, we have everything to fill the mixer and make it, you know, mix. Well, that was a bit nasty. But I was thinking we should save what I have so that I don't have to buy more bales before we can make our own of the straw. That I would wait until just prior to when the cattle start breeding, which I believe with this mod is summer. So we'll give it a couple of more days of late springage, and just before we hit summer, we'll start them on the full regime, so they are up at 100%. I mean, for now they're producing milk at a reasonable enough rate. I have enough other things to deal with, and we're not using liquid manure at all at the moment. We certainly will, and we're also not using nearly as much of the solid now that everything's planted. Of course, when we were planting, it wasn't available. Alright, well, we are almost finished. Amazing. Indeed. Almost. And we should not have any issues at all getting it baled up in time. I don't see it being an issue anyway. So we'll be finished this very presently, and then we can get back to baling. In fact, I think one of the longest processes here is going to be picking the bales up, because we'll have to run back to the farm muchos times with only a capacity of, is it 16 bales? Something like that. Okay, we're going to have to watch the trees here. Woohoo! Okay. And I'm not winging into that end. Good. We should be just fine. Just fine indeed. Or as we like to say in this part of the world, the finest frogs here. There we go. Shut you down, upsie. Fold you up into your funny looking original shape. Da-da-da-da-da. Okie dokie. Don't hit the tree. And don't drive on the crops. What is the matter with you? Oy, 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 oy. Alright guys, I think that's probably going to be pretty much it for the episode. Instead, I'm going to... Ooh, this is where we live. I'm going to go hop back in the baler. And my next episode, well, this shed up here should be pretty much full. I think I will, yeah, it's looking like what I'm going to need to do there is have separate... One of those for hay, one of them for straw, so I'll move those two pieces of kit out. Not sure where... Oh, I know where I'll put them. Right where I'm taking this, I've got a couple of empty spaces, so... Yeah. That will be just fine. Alright guys, hope everybody enjoyed the episode. I really enjoyed making it. And if you want to see more, make sure that you're subscribed so you know when the stuff goes up. That includes hitting the little dingy bell thing. Now, am I asking the impossible here? I think this might be a little bit close, eh? Yeah. Alright. We'll put it into the next one over there. And, if you liked the video, well, let me know by hitting the like button. Look forward to reading your comments, guys. Above all, take care of each other, folks. And we will see you next time. Ciao for now.